Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. Zube here. This is going to be a random reading for someone, also kind of just what's coming up this week. So, like some Palo Santo, and we'll get started. I'm Zube. This is going to be a general reading. All of my readings are timeless. If you are interested in a personal reading, astrology, or tarot, my information is down below. I'm going to do a Celtic cross. Ouch. Ouch. Way to start out. Three of Swords. We could be dealing with heartbreak. That tracks, actually. Just given the pulse that I've been sensing out there. We got 2 for the crossing. So this is where we're at. 3 of Swords. This is betrayal, heartbreak, hurt, the healing journey. All of the cards have higher and lower aspects. So we could be looking at things that have happened in the past and wanting to heal or get over them. And then the crossing card, we have 2. We have the 9 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So with those coming out together, stress, anxiety, fear, worry, that's the 9 of Swords, not getting enough sleep. I kind of heard, but it's just going to be like this. Like, the wheel of time goes around and around. The Wheel of Fortune is divine intervention. Maybe we're worrying about things that are outside of our control. Interesting. And that's causing this heartbreak. It's the crossing card. So it's either what we need to get past, what is preventing, or what is just kind of in the way of, or something we have to get beyond. This is rough. All right. Oh, wow. A little light as I glow here. The Magician. We have that at the root, at the base of the matter, in the unconscious, what we know. We have the Magician. The Magician is, we have all of the tools available to us. We need to remain somewhat creative. When we get in this energy, we can just start reacting to whatever is flying at us, like, oh my God, and then there's this, and oh my God, and then there's this, and I can't sleep, and things just keep happening, and they do, but remember to pause. Time is speeding up. I just heard that. Just remember to pause, take a deep breath, and be like, it's all going to be okay, because it is. And I'm rather extreme in that regard. It's all going to be okay, even if we die, because like that's gonna happen someday. That's too many. All right, we're just gonna make this one a big one. Remember to create, don't let the little things or even big things, don't let it stop you. Just keep moving forward, doing whatever is right in front of you. In the recent past, I got 4 cards. My cutoff is usually 3, but we got the Hermit. So we're coming from this place of, I've gone inside this, and what I'm getting from this is we could kind of be like, but I've fucking done a lot. I have done a lot. I've done all of the things. I've done everything that I feel like the universe has asked of me or put in front of me, and faced all of the challenges and gone within, and I've done the fucking most. And I'm still in a shit show. What is going on here? Okay, so in the recent past, first we had the Hermit. So we went within, things got kind of dark. We might have been in a cave. We found our inner light. We're like, yo, I found some light, right? But I'm emerging from the cave, and I want to share with other people how I found my light, right? So we come out, we share. We're like, service to others, whatever it is that we're doing, like, I'm doing the right thing. And then, I'm giving my gifts to other people. Wow, I'm glad I kept them all. And then death, like the death card, there's still an ending, like things still, something didn't work out, something stopped, something ended. And it's like, what? What? Like seeing WUT, how the kids say. So those are in the recent past. We've done a lot. We have done a lot. And a lot is being asked of us right now. What do we know? Queen of Wands. So with the Queen of Wands, we're gosh, she's like the magician's buddy. The magician is the creator, the alchemist. Putting things together, making magic, and that's in the unconscious, right? So up here in the conscious, what we know, what we're aiming towards, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, she's witchy. I mean, this is like, do spells, do ritual. I feel like ritual has been coming up over and over again, not just for me, but for other people. And this is really like where the rubber meets the road. We've got to put some blood, sweat, and tears in it. If you don't have a meditation practice, or if you don't have any kind of 2-minute, I don't even care. If you don't have any kind of practice, like, get one, create one. But that's what we know. Like, we've taken the action. We feel like we've taken the action because the Queen of Wands, wands are fire energy, which is action, movement. So we've done the moves. This is what I know. But here we're getting to this like faith and emotion. Like, maybe we did all of the things, but we still had the doubts. And so we're exploring that doubtful experience of like, oh, what's in the near future? 9 of Pentacles. So with the 9 of Pentacles, she knows her worth, okay? And I'm kind of getting from this, like, maybe we took the action, but do we really? Pentacles are earth energy. Do we really feel worthy? Instead of being in this 9, okay, we want to be in this 9. Instead of being up in our head, worrying, being fearful, we want to know our worth. Look at the difference. I mean, she's talking to spirit. She has a direct connection to God. And then the Wheel of Fortune is number 10, It's like there are 4, you have physical, like physical, your physical being, that's pentacles, that's earth energy. Fire, that's action, movement. And then cups are emotional. These are like the different areas. And I feel like right now we're actually working on, but do you feel it? Like, do you feel worthy of what it is that you want? And that's what we're working on. She is self-care. Taking really good care of yourself, like luxuriating. Affirmations keep coming up for me, like repeating affirmations. All right, what is the lens that we're looking through? Two of Pentacles. So with the Two of Pentacles, we're juggling, okay? A lot of times, I look at the Two of Pentacles as like 3D, 5D, like we're dealing with 3D reality, but then we'll get like, those 5D feelings, that sense of knowing. We're juggling. We're also looking, possibly just being busy, doing a lot. We've got a lot on our plate, a lot of things that we need to do. And there's chaos, like there's a boat back here, like, and those waves are huge. So I always gotta say, that guy's just minding his own. He can only handle what the two pentacles that he's got in front of him. And if he pays attention to the people screaming in the boat, I can't help them. They didn't have cell phones back then. We're just gonna call it like that. Like, what's he gonna swim out there and rescue a boat? They could just be making a bunch of noise. They're in a boat, they have a captain. So leave well enough alone where you can leave well enough alone. Mind your business. Like, don't borrow trouble. In the environment. Six of Pentacles. So this is where we actually move forward and do the healing. It's turbulent right now, but we're moving to a more peaceful place. And I almost said, believe it or not, but actually believe it. One second. So that's what's in the environment. We are moving forward. And it's not, this card, it's not bright and happy. It's actually rather dark. And you can see the water back here is wavy. Up there, it's clear. We don't quite know where we're going, but it looks a little more tranquil, or it has the possibility to look a little more tranquil if we would proceed there. And that's going to require quieting our mind. So hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. This could be primarily focused on like money. That's a possibility. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is fear consciousness, and that's in the hopes and fears card. It's almost as though, are we afraid to be hopeful? Do we have that nagging, like, but everything's going to fall apart? Like, well, so what? Look, I was telling somebody the other day that I feel like the older I get, the more brave I've become, because I have lost so much. I've lost so much. I've, rebuilt so many times. And I'm not even going to tell all or part of it here because it's just so much. But I've been talking to other people who are my age, and that's kind of different to what I noticed that others are experiencing, is that as they get older, they become more fearful, anxiety, etc. And it's literally the opposite for me. And I think that's because I've just had to rebuild so many times that I know I can fucking do it. And so that's kind of what this card made me think of. It's the Five of Pentacles. They're walking by a church, like, and they've got a broken leg or whatever, and they're poor, and you know, they're probably hungry. Use your imagination. And they're so huddled over in their sorrow, trudging through the snow, that they don't even realize they're walking past a church where they could receive not only sustenance and warmth, but also connection to spirit, you know, like spiritual recovery. And the outcome card, we got the Eight of Swords. There is a way out. The Eight of Swords is victim mentality. So whoever is watching this is a pep talk. And you know, with the Eight of Swords, I almost feel like whoever's watching this is like, I know I'm trapped in my mind. I'm thinking myself into a box. I know that there's a way out. I know that this is happening for a reason. What is it? And I think the reason is to just be in it, because we're exploring our mind here. It's like we have the Three of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Swords. We're delving deeper into our mind space. So maybe some of you are have been on the spiritual path, or you're just, you know, just beginning to explore the spiritual path. This feels like a very spiritual reading to me. And it's one thing to be able to be like woo-woo in like the woo-woo, but translating that into reality is a whole nother story. And so it's like we're just coming up against things shifting and changing and being scary and weird, and how are we going to react to that? We didn't expect this. Maybe we thought that there would be a lot of rewards, or maybe we've even received rewards. Like the Six of Pentacles, when I saw that, I'm like, okay, so we could have possibly received. It's a card of giving and receiving. But now we're like, we could be just afraid, like, well, what if that goes away? We're battling our minds right now, I think. And that's all right. I think we're supposed to be there. Let me do okay. These and one of those. So we're going to do some moonology. All right. So Spirit, what about this Eight of Swords? Feeling trapped, feeling like there's no way out, just feeling stuck in our head. With the Wheel of Fortune is really sticking with me. Just feeling like we're spiraling or just going in circles. What was that I was saying about meditating or having a ritual or affirmations or whatever? I don't care if it's 2 minutes. New moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. It's like when in this Eight of Swords card, she is dipping her toe in the water. And that is a reminder. So she's blindfolded. She can't see into the future, but she's got her toe in the water. In the tarot, water always symbolizes spirit, intuition. And so although she may feel trapped, she can use this as a time to connect to God, connect to spirit. Is it dark for you right now? Or do you have any fear? Are you remembering to connect to the divine? There's a scene in Shawshank Redemption where I don't remember all their names, but where the main guy gets put in solitary and he's singing the song. Like the reason he went into solitary was because he played some song over the loudspeaker. And after that, he was going to lunch with all the other guys and he was like, I just played that music in my mind. And he was asking the guys, don't you have that place where you can go and hear the music or whatever? It was something like that. But when you're feeling the worst, you don't have to do that alone. You don't have to do that alone. Your divine helpers are there, which is why I put up angel cards. This lighting is terrible. I'm in Colorado and it's super sunny outside. And so I tried to shut the shades and all that. And then I'm like, well, you know what? It is what it is. Oh, jeez. So we're going to grab an angel card and see what comes out of that. Angel Gabriel. It's the messenger. Receiving messages from spirit. It's like you're being worn down to be alone so that you will connect. Remember your connection. All is well. And even if you're not like in a terrible place and you're watching this, some of you might be really stressed out. But if you're not in a terrible place, just remember to keep connecting to spirit. We are working through layers of the mind right now. I have these, this one I'm gonna have to read the book, but yeah, Archangel Gabriel. Forgot how these are hard to hold. They're wide. They're wide. Okay. Are you kidding me? I don't use this deck very often at all. It's like a yoga deck, and the card that I pulled is Patanjali's 8 limbs of yoga, which is, I don't know, maybe that means something to somebody. Maybe somebody needs to try yoga, but it's basically a card that came with it. That's really funny. There's a tree on there. Make your roots solid, ground. All right, so we have a little owl here. Meditation. Yeah, sometimes I don't even understand, like, how does this happen with the cards? I don't understand. Yes. Meditate. Connect to spirit. Let me pull out 3 for advice. I think this one is turning out to be kind of long. Yeah, it's time to meditate. That's it. Or sit and think, quiet time, ponder. I started off meditating 1 minute a day and I didn't judge it. And I thought a lot, and that was okay. At some point, there came spaces between the thoughts, but it was probably a few months, and I'm just being honest with you, but the benefits of it were profound for me. So advice, 7 of Swords. We like to see that as the advice card. So this is kind of what I was saying about mind your own business, you know, fly below the radar. It's a sneaky card. So make sure that you take time to sneak away. Also, what are you hiding? Are you hiding anything? Because if you are, it's probably going to come out. Like that's, you know, what right now is sort of about is exposure. 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment, unconditional love, family. It's the happy family card, keeping the bigger picture in mind, you know, remaining, always turning back to love. And if you're having trouble with that, like you can ask spirit to help you. And the King of Swords, coming out as an advice card. Matt, we are mastering the mind, you know. The King of Swords doesn't speak often, but when he does, people listen. We're really mastering our mind at the moment. It's almost like I keep getting like that we're delving through the way that our mind works and the way that we think about things in a deeper and more difficult way than we may have previously, or maybe we've never really explored that at all before. So maybe looking into yoga or looking into Buddhism, you know, anything like Byron Katie is great for mind work. Eckhart Tolle is good for that. Anyway, I think this is just, you know, too long didn't watch TLDW, then you won't be here. If you are, I love you. Thank you for sticking around. But our minds could be all over the place right now, and we may be experiencing that in a deeply difficult way, or we may just be noticing that. And either which way, go with it. It's okay for your mind to be doing that, doing some exploratory stuff as far as, you know, as far as like how your mind works, how, you know, you can tame it or whatever. And remembering to pray and connect to spirit. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. If you are still here, I hope you have a great day on earth. Peace. Namaste.